All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Wahara Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the hopeful elect out here toiling in this truth. I'm Pathaka Moth Jim as Dallas, and I'm just coming back at you with a really quick hit lesson, just going into how in the coming times that we're coming into, these people are going to eat other people and they're going to eat their children, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially these women, man, because you got a lot of the unlearned, the Christians, and just, whatever faction of religion, that they come from or believe in that think these things not to be, man. They don't think they're going to happen, man, but to their dismay and shock and awe, they're going to come to find out that they were very wrong, man. The men of the Lord are out here throughout the four corners of the earth, beginning starting with Apostle Tahar on down, and of course, like-minded men that may not be a part of GMS who learned the apostles' doctrine and have stuck to it, man. The scriptures, we teach these things, and the scriptures say, that these things have happened and they're going to happen again, man. You know what I'm saying? And really, when you get into it, and get into the research and study of the things that Esau has done, the things that he's doing, you know what I'm saying? This dude is a very wicked creature, man. He's a wicked being. Of course, the Lord created him that way, and he's just fulfilling his lot as the wicked man. The self-proclaimed so-called white man, man. Who is the devil that the Bible speaks about, man. And this dude is fulfilling that lot to the fullest, man. And he's out here doing some wicked things, man. So these people think these things to be just conspiracy theory. Oh, y'all just tripping, man. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about. When the scriptures clearly speak about these things, man, they've happened and they're going to happen again when you get into the understanding of the scriptures, man. And there's something that I came across recently called HEK 239 in food, man. You know what I'm saying? And this is starting to kind of get out there, man. Which they're probably going to start deleting, the different videos and truths that's coming out. Which when you get into that, and brothers can look into that and look a little further into it. And of course, these people are going to try to deny it, that there's any truth to these things. And, Esau is always going to try to do damage control and cover his tracks, man, but these truths are coming out. These things are coming out. We're in a time of this dude being exposed. You know what I'm saying? His skirt is being lifted, man. And he's been found out to be a demon, a devil, man, and he has an agenda that he's trying to fulfill, man. This dude sees the majority of these people as useless eaters, man. Goyim, man. You know what I'm saying? And they want to depopulate the planet down to 500 million people. I mean, that's the first law on their left-hand prophecies, that they want to fulfill in their agenda, their NWO agenda. When you look at the Georgia Guidestones, man, you know what I'm saying? It's right there to basically to populate the planet down to 500 million people. That means they have to kill a lot of people. And you got this demon, Billy Gates, Bill Gates, that, the Bill Gates of hell, that, he's there. You can pull it up right now where he goes into, where he goes into these three categories of things. And the first category is people that he says that they have to get that number down to zero, man. One of these categories down to zero. And he goes into how if they're really successful in vaccines and health care and basically abortions, that they can reduce that number by a large number, man. So he's on record on a video, published video, saying these things, man. Just proving that but the majority of people can't see these things, man. It's not given to them to be able to see these things, man. But there's something, if brothers want to look into it, called HEK 239 in foods, and it's going into aborted fetal tissue, man. Which we know that this devil uses things like aborted fetal cells, and now this is going into aborted fetal tissue, and these people eat McDonald's every day, all day, man. As a matter of fact, Friday after the Passover ceremony, one of the brothers here was rode with me, and we were headed to the house, headed home afterwards. And I remember, mentioning to him and pointing out the fact that we passed this McDonald's, and it was like a long line all the way around, you know, and I'm like, that's bugged out, man. That's crazy as hell. All the information that has come out on Mickey D's, man, on McDonald's, man. You know what I'm saying? That's a wicked establishment, man. Wicked things are going on in that place, man. And these people are prime to eat another person or eat their kids. So I don't know why they see it as so far fetched, man. They're prime for it, man, with all of these different things that this devil is doing, man. And it also reminds me of this movie called Alive. And during the time of I think it was like around 1972, this Uruguayan rugby team, their plane crashed in the Andes, man. And they were up there for some time, and the people that passed away, they used them for food, man, to survive, man, because there was no food, which just proves that you will do what you have to do. You will eat another person to survive, man. So I don't know why these people think that's so far-fetched, man. These things have happened in the earth, man, where a person has eaten another person, man, and as a matter of fact, those are Israelites, man, from the tribe of Asher, Brazil, from Brazilian to Colombia to Uruguay, man, those Uruguayans, you know what I'm saying? And that movie Alive goes into that beautifully. So I'm going to get into a quick lesson, just going into that, man, because these things have happened and they're going to happen again. So without any further ado, let's just get into it. When you go into the book of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, when you read, of course, 1 through 14 is going into the blessings, the things that we would receive if we obeyed the commandments of the Lord, the voice of the Lord, which our people chose not to do. So 15 through 68 is going into the curses that would happen to us if we didn't hearken to do the commandments of the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? So this is one of the curses that fell upon our people, which unto this very day, they're still under, man. Deuteronomy 28 and 53. And it reads, and thou shalt eat the fruit of thine own body. It's right here in the curses, man. The fruit of your own body is your kids, your children, your babies, man. It's and this happened during the time of 70 AD, man. You know what I'm saying? And it reads again, Deuteronomy 28 and 53, and thou shalt eat the fruit of thine own body, your kids, man, the flesh of thy sons and of thy daughters. That's very clear, which Yahweh Bashem Yahushai thy power hath given thee in the siege of 70 AD, and in the straightness wherewith thine enemies shall distress thee. And these things happen, man. And I'm gonna jump down real quick because it's gonna reiterate it down in the 55th verse. This is Deuteronomy 28 and 55. So that he will not give to any of them of the flesh of his children, whom he shall eat. So that's clear, man. Because he hath nothing left him in the siege and in the straitness wherewith thine enemies shall distress thee in all thy gates. That's clear, man. So in the curses here in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, which the nation of Israel, which consists of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians of Negro descent have been under, they did these things, man. So how are you going to turn around and say, nah, that'll never happen? You got these people that's saying that, man. A mother would never eat her kids, man. Well, I'm going to get some accounts showing you differently. You know what I'm saying? Because the scriptures say differently. The Lord says differently, and these things have happened and they're going to happen again. So let me go here real quick. My phone. Hold on one second. Let me do this real quick because Satan's starting to act up. So let me do this real quick. Ecclesiastes. Phone trying to freeze, man. What the heck? Come on, man. Wow. Ecclesiastes chapter 1 and verse 9, and it reads, the thing that hath been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done and there is no new thing under the sun. So that's very clear. The thing that hath been is that which shall be. So what it once was is going to be again. And that which is done, what they did before, is that which shall be done. They're going to do it again. And there is no new thing under the sun. When you jump over to chapter 6 and jump down to verse 10, it's going to explain that thing. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 6 and verse 10. That which hath been is named already, and it is known that it is man. Neither may he contend with him that is mightier than he. So the thing that we just read about in Ecclesiastes, the first chapter, is man. So now let's read it in context. This is Ecclesiastes 1 and 9. The man that hath been, it is that which shall be. So the man has been, and he's going to be again. And that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun, or no new man under the sun. So whatever he did before, he's going to do it again, because nothing is new, man. So, and that's very clear, man. You know what I'm saying? So Deuteronomy 28 and 53 and verse 55 is going to happen again. It's happened once, and it's going to happen again, because when you read in Daniel, the 12th chapter and verse 1, it speaks about a time of trouble that has never been since there was a nation, roughly paraphrasing, man. So we're coming into some very ugly, very crazy, very bad times, man. And very bad things are going to happen, man. And these people, I'm not going to say the listeners that sincere listeners that actually listen and believe, you know what I'm saying, and are living this thing and doing it. We're not speaking about you, but we're talking about these people, these 2/3, everything outside of this truth, that want to scoff and talk trash. These things are going to happen, man, and they're going to happen to them again. You know what I'm saying? So moving on, let me really quick, let me go to let's go ahead and get this account in the second Kings real quick, the 6th chapter. And I'm gonna just get to the point. I'm gonna go to verse 28, and I'm gonna read 28 and 29. This is second Kings 6 and 28. And the king said unto her, which is going into the two women during the siege of Samaria, man, So it's 2 Kings 6 and 28. And the king said unto her, what aileth thee? And she answered, this woman said unto me, give thy son that we may eat him today, and we will eat my son tomorrow. So we boiled my son and did eat him. So there you go right there. Two women during the siege of Samaria boiled. Two women decided, got together, decided they were going to eat their children, their sons, and they were going to eat one of the woman's sons one day, today, and then the other woman's son the next day, so they would have food to eat. And as we're reading here in verse 29, so we boiled my son and did eat him. So they boiled him and ate him, man. These are accounts that happened in the earth, man. And I said unto her on the next day, give thy son that we may eat him. And she hath hid her son. So the other woman ate the one woman's son and then hid her son the next day. She didn't want to give her son to be eaten, man. But I just want to bring that out to prove that there are accounts in the scriptures that say differently than these people, man. These things have happened, and they're going to happen again, man. You know what I'm saying? So let me as a matter of fact, let me go back to Ecclesiastes real quick. And let's get the one in verse the 3rd chapter in verse 15. This is Ecclesiastes 3 and 15. That which hath been is now, and that which is to be hath already been, and the Most High requireth that which is past. So that which hath been, things that happened back then that we're reading about right now, is now. So we're in those times again, man. So those things that happened then are going to happen again now, man. And that which is to be hath already been. You know what I'm saying? So just a reoccurrence of things over and over. No new thing under the sun, as we read in Ecclesiastes 1 and 9. And that's why the Most High, as it finishes out, and the Most High requires that which is past, So you pay for those things that you did before, man. The next time. Reincarnation is very is a big part. It is part of this thing, man. You know what I'm saying? It brings everything together. It brings this Bible together, man. It makes this Bible make sense. You know what I'm saying? Without reincarnation, you just got a whole lot of things in here that's not going to make sense, man. You know, but reincarnation brings it together. So that's why the Most High required that which is past, because reincarnation, you're going to pay for the things of your past, man. You know what I'm saying? So here's another account that we just read in 2 Kings, the 6th chapter, about the two women in the siege of Samaria that ate one of the woman's kids, you know, which proves that, yeah, these things are going to happen, man. You know what I'm saying? So let's get another one. Let me go here to Lamentations, the 4th chapter, and then we'll bring this lesson to a close. Just a little quick lesson, man. Just, you know, going into it. I'm going to start at verse 8. It's Lamentations 4 and 8. And this is during the siege of Jerusalem. Their visage is black, blacker than a coal. So the visage is your look, man, your face, your features, you know. So this proves that the Israelites are so-called blacks. They are not known in the streets. Their skin cleaved to their bones. It was during a time of a famine, man. It is withered. It has become like a stick. Yeah, because you lose weight. You see those little those commercials with the little African kids over there, and how you can see the rib cages through their, you know, and the real withered and skinny, you know, the loss of weight, you know, malnutritioned, you know, darker skin. All of these things happen in famines, man. Verse 9, they that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. So it's better to die, you know, by a gunshot or being stabbed or, you know, by the sword than it is to die of hunger, man, because basically your body eats itself from the inside out, man. You know, so it's a terrible death and a lot of these people are going to that very thing is going to happen. Matthew, the 24th chapter, goes into it, how famines are going to happen, man. You know what I'm saying? These things are prophesied to happen. Keeping it going. For these pine away, stricken through for want of the fruits of the field. Exactly. They pine away. That's why I was just going into how the body basically eats itself from the inside out, man. But here's the point. Verse 10. The hands of the pitiful women, so these women, you know, it's talking about the women, have sodden their own children. They were their meat in the destruction of the daughter of my people. Boom. So let me just real quick go into this word sodden, just so we can get an understanding of what this word means, you know, because these people don't know what they're talking about. And that word is, there it is right there, sodden, to boil, cook, bake, roast, ripen, grow, ripe, to boil, cook. You know, to boil, cook, to be boiled, to be sodden, you know. So there it is, man, you know. So when it says in verse 10, the hands of the pitiful women have sodden their own children, that's boiled, baked, cooked their own children. They were their meat in the destruction of the daughter of my people. So these things are going to happen again, regardless to what these people think or how they feel about it, man. They can talk that crap all they want. The scriptures say differently. Thus saith the Lord says that these things are going to happen to you. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to happen again. They happened before. You know, that's why there is accounts in the scriptures. As a matter of fact, let me grab one more. in Romans, the 15th chapter. And verse 4, this is Romans 15 and 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope, man. You know, and that's talking to the elect, man. You know, that's us through the patience and comfort of the scriptures, because the scriptures are comfort to the chosen, man, the elect, the hopeful elect anyway. You know, right now we're the called. Hopefully we can become the chosen, man, you know. But it says, for whatsoever things were written aforetime, that's these accounts we've been going into, you know, these scriptures were written for our learning, man. So we're supposed to read these things and learn from them, you know. These things happen, man. And the Lord says they're going to happen again. So, yeah, people are going to be eaten. Children are going to be eaten in the coming famines, man, which are fast approaching, man. And this dude is, like I said, is priming you people. And these people are already primed to eat the next person or their children, man. You know what I'm saying? With everything that they're doing right now, man. You know, eating at Mickey D's every day, you're gonna eat a person. You're gonna eat your children, man. So, hey, you know, I just wanted to go into that really quick. Hopefully this was edifying to the hopeful elect. Giving all praises, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Baharakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. And peace and blessings to the elect, the house of David, the Bayath, Shal Dawadah, Shalom.